Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Today I want to talk about custody cases and their escalating costs. It is true. And in a custody case, I would tell you this, if you were literally sitting right across this very desk that I'm sitting at, because when clients come into the office and I see them, they sit right across this desk. This is the true experience that you're getting, the experience of being in my office. And I will tell you, if you were sitting right across this desk, I would tell you, camera on or camera off, custody cases are extremely expensive. They're extremely expensive, they consume a lot of resources, and here's the reason why. Custody cases are often called custody battles. You know why? Because if you've got a TV and you're trying to figure out who should get it, you know what? Not much of a battle. Either keep it or give it to her. If she wants a TV, take the TV, buy yourself another one. You can probably get a better one for half the cost right now rather than the old one. I mean, there's no real brains required to figure out how to divide stuff unless it has very strong emotional and sentimental value. Stuff can easily be replaced, but your children can't. The health and well-being of your children cannot be substituted with something else. It's not fungible. So therefore, when you get custody battles, people are fighting about the well-being of the children. It tends to be something that there isn't a compromise on. We can't decide to split the child in half. We can't decide, okay, I'll tell you what, you keep the picture, I'll pay $300, that kind of thing. We can't say, okay, you take the kid and I'll take some extra money. It's not how it works, people, and you know that that's not how it works, and that's why these cases are so expensive. To have a battle, you got to have bullets. You're going to fight a battle, you're going to need your ammunition. So in order to do that, the court has to conduct hearings to determine who's right, who's wrong, who should get the custody, who shouldn't, who's deserving, who's not. And in order to do that, those evidentiary hearings require a lot of preparation. They require a lot of evidence, a lot of investigation. And you know what that translates to? Escalating costs. So clients always want to know, well, how can I save costs in a custody battle? Well, I got to tell you, there aren't a lot of ways. The first way is to look and see whether or not there's a real reason to have the battle. In other words, if you believe that your child is really not going to thrive under your husband's care, then have the custody battle. Wage the war. If you get right down to it and you realize, you know what, my kid will probably be just as well with the husband as he would be with me. So long as I can, tweak a couple things, then tweak those things. Because there's no point in spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on something when you could fix it. If you need the child to go to a better school system, and if the child stays with mom, it'll be a crummier school system, to figure out, is there a private school option? Is there a school of choice option? Is there a tutoring option? Something that would probably be better, a lot less costly than actually waging the war and putting your kid in between and having the child have to weather that custody battle. So that's one way where you might be able to save some money on it. Another thing, I'll give you this tip, and this is really true of all litigation. Be careful of the communication. You have to understand, lawyers don't sell TV sets, we don't sell furniture. What we sell is advice. That's our stock in trade. The most important thing that lawyers have for clients is the communication. It's their advice. So therefore, the communication is something that lawyers are responsible for. Lawyers are responsible in that they have to give their client correct advice. They have ethical and legal obligations to do so. So therefore, they charge for it. So if you want to ask your lawyer about the legal issues associated with moving the child out of state, that's a discussion that you should have. Those are legal issues. It's important. That guidance is important and well worth the money. If you want to ask your lawyer, is it fair that she gets to take the kid to Disneyland and I'm working a job where I don't have the money, that's not something worth spending lawyer money on, okay? That's not something that's worth allocating resources toward. So in a custody battle, which could go on for months, you've got to be judicious about the communication. You want to talk about strong, important, significant legal issues? That's what your lawyer is for. You want to call your lawyer every single time he does something stupid? Your lawyer already knows he's going to do stupid things. There's no point in sharing that with your lawyer. That's a very expensive luxury. You know what? Tell a girlfriend. Go to the bar, tell the bartender. Go to a priest, tell the priest. Tell your buddies, tell somebody else. Telling your lawyer is only something you're going to get charged with. And if you say at the end, I can't believe I have such a big bill. I called to talk about what kind of Band-Aids would you use. Can you believe my lawyer charged me for that? Yes, I believe it. You know why? Because your lawyer doesn't know when he picks up the phone whether you're going to tell him something important and crucial or whether or not you're going to tell him something that really he doesn't need to know. He doesn't know that, so he stops what he's doing and he takes his time and he takes your call. And he devotes that time to you. It's up to you. You wanted to devote it to something stupid. God bless you. But it's a very expensive luxury. So here's my advice. Don't do that. Think about what you're going to communicate, about to your lawyer. Think about whether or not it's something that your lawyer has to be involved in or whether there's another way to solve that problem. Maybe thinking a day or so, or taking some time to digest the problem would cause the problem to be solved in a way that's more cost effective than calling your lawyer, having him call you back, having him call the other lawyer. I mean, each communication you're being billed for, it becomes very, very costly to do it that way. So in a custody battle that will span over a long period of time, these are some quick tips that will allow you to perhaps keep the cost down. If you have any questions about that, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.